Pokemon, pocket monsters, Pokemon are the champions!
Adam Game Grumps kind of did that joke already. And surprisingly, I found my way to Sabrina with little effort. I really was preparing to cut.
Wait. You didn't get lost in Saffron Gym again?
I didn't get lost. 3 years ago, I
Everybody
had a vision
golf
of
clap
your
for
arrival.
Alex.
You're after my badge. I don't enjoy battling, but it's my duty as a leader to confer badges to anyone who's proven him or herself worthy. Since your wish it is, I will show you my psychic powers.
And if you lose, you get to be my dolls.
So again, I want to point this out. Andrea, we need to golf clap Alex. We need to golf clap Alex because he got to Sabrina with little effort.
Okay.
Can you guys hear that? Alright.
I gotta say, I really don't like the updated Sabrina sprites. Pretty much
Really?
post-gen 2. I really don't like her new design.
Yeah, she looks like Jessie.
Well, I think that's supposed to go more in line with the fact that... Because you were the one that found out that supposedly, like, Sabrina was a villain at some point.
That's in the manga.
Yeah. So it's kind of going in line with that. So believe it or not, guys, while we were facing off with Sabrina, we actually did get a Pokemon-related question.
Really?
A Pokemon-related question. Just sink that in for a second.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Pokemon in a Pokemon LP.
Well, let's talk about it.
You know that feeling in the back of your head?
Shut up, get on with it.
Yeah.
Your head exploded.
I'm sorry.
So we talk a lot about the series, but we actually haven't talked too much about the movies.
Right.
What is your favorite and least favorite of the Pokemon films? Now, I should also preface this. How far along did you go? Because some of us may not have gone that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to movie 4. That was as far as I went.
So that would be the Celebi one. That's
yes.
Pokemon Forever.
Yeah. And I guess of my favorites, I'd probably say Pokemon the movie 2000. The one with Lugia was my favorite.
Okay, so and then the worst.
And the worst? Probably the first movie. But it's not even that the first movie itself is bad. It's just the dubbing is bad on it. Because...
Oh yeah, it is.
Because the English dub really screws up the message of the movies and kind of warps it into a stupid-ass Aesop that
You
really...
mean the song, like, encapsulated more than the movie? Brother, my brother. Yeah.
I can't remember what the... Oh yeah, like, the message in Japanese, there is a message in the Japanese version, and that it's like... I'm gonna butcher this, I'm sure, but it's like, I think the message is something along the lines... Yeah, you can find your place in the world no matter what, but of course the English version decided, fighting is wrong, even though we do these supernatural boxing matches with monsters.
Yeah.
So...
And the game advertises that.
Yes, so... that first movie is a great first effort, of course.
So in
but
essence, the movie was trying to tell Nintendo they were wrong, and Game Freak they were wrong.
Yeah.
So... Alright, so the best for you was The Power of One.
Yeah, and that's just because it's really exciting.
And then the worst title, or the worst movie for you was, in my opinion, one of the better titles, Mewtwo Strikes Back. That's just because, it's really that close to the Empire Strikes Back.
I think Mewtwo Strikes Back is a later edition.
Yes, but I love that title.
So that's your favorite then?
No, actually, Andrea, so your favorite Pokemon... Well, first of all, how far into the movies you've gone? You've probably gone farther than any of us.
Yeah, I think I'm up to... The one I recently saw was the one with, I think it was with Reshiram and the other one.
Are you in the black and white era?
Yeah, I think that's where I am at. I have not seen up to the recent one with, I think it has, like, Genesect or something.
Yeah, Genesect, and... Actually, it's funny we're mentioning Pokemon movies, because there's actually a brand new movie coming out in Japan. Like, this...
Based on X and Y, I'll bet.
Yeah,
Probably.
the X and Y, essentially the movie for X and Y. And it's, like, out this weekend, or next weekend, I think. As of this recording, it'll... Probably by the time this is up, it'll have already been out in Japan, so...
Yeah. So, this is... Probably I actually expected her to have seen everything up to that point.
Well, I haven't watched the other ones yet. I'm still working up to that.
So, at that point, what would be your most favorite of them?
That's a hard one. Really.
For the original Bulbapedia, that's a hard one?
It's hard for her to choose.
Well, how could I just choose when I'm like... That's gonna take me
Okay,
a while.
what's the worst?
Probably...
And I have a feeling we're gonna get comments on, well, you guys are so off! You Two Strikes Back is the greatest movie ever! So, go ahead, piss off the internet with the one you find is worse.
Wonder if the one... Probably the one that, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it's probably the least favorite would probably be the one with that,
I love you, Andrew. You can't criticize anything. You can't say anything is bad. It's just like, it's the least enjoyable.
probably with Deoxys, maybe?
Destiny Deoxys. The one that actually got like a Fox Kids screen time.
It wouldn't have been Fox Kids.
No, it was Kids WB, that's right.
Kids or, jeez, I think it was already by no, I think it was like Cartoon Network by that point.
No, it was in the last weeks of Kids WB, they actually did show a live airing of Destiny Deoxys, which I laughed at because apparently, here's the thing. Kids WB at the time, whatever the network was, also shared a contract with World Wrestling Entertainment. And apparently nobody gave them the memo that they were going to do this. So halfway through the movie, you got 10 minutes of World Wrestling Entertainment wrestling. Then they realized, and World Wrestling got mad. Obviously, they got cut off the air. It was like, yeah, we forgot to tell you we were doing a Pokemon movie. Yeah, you should have told us.
How did you screw that up?
Although I think I did like,
It's the only reason I know the title, by the way. That's the only reason.
Okay. You were saying, Andrew.
Maybe I like it's kind of a tie between the one with Lucario in it.
Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
Yeah, that one.
So you like the Hoenn movies.
No, that would be Sinnoh, wouldn't it? Because I think Lucario was a Gen 4.
Oh, you might be right.
Let's ask the original Bulbapedia.
Well, I think Destiny Deoxys is Hoenn, isn't it?
Well, that's the one that has,
Deoxys is Hoenn, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but, May was in it, so...
So, yeah, Hoenn.
I guess. I didn't realize Lucario was in that one, but I thought he was in Gen 4. Oh, wait, you know what it might have been? It was a sneak peek at Gen 4. Because Lucario was an interesting Pokemon to reveal. It's like Mewtwo could have an origin that nobody likes.
Lito, your power. It far exceeds what I foresaw. Maybe it isn't possible to fully predict what the future holds.
And the Power of One was also a good one, but,
Yeah, the Power of One. The Power of One.
I'm sorry, I have to make this joke really quick. Because I just looked at the sprite and it just reminded me of something.
What?
It's official. Sabrina is an Ava fan because she looks like Asuka Langley, so are you? How can you not say that? It's a form-fitting red suit.
Yeah.
And she's got long hair.
That's like every anime girl ever who either wears a tracksuit or a Gundam-style flight suit.
Alex, I referenced Ava. You should be happy about this.
Yeah, well, it always comes back to Ava, doesn't it?
Only because you make it! Alright, so the best movie for you would be The Power of One.
Well, I wouldn't say it's the best.
Oh no, you said it was Lucario.
It's a tie,
It's
really,
a favorite.
between those
All
two.
right. Okay, and for
So,
you, Adam.
Here's my movies. I have seen up to the Pokemon the third movie, and that's mainly because like Forever came out in theaters, but I was working in theaters at that time, so it was hard for me to see anything.
Mm-hmm. Yo, finally got here, huh? It wasn't in the mood for...
The place looks like Legos.
It does.
I know, right?
It really
Welcome
does.
to my palace of Legos.
You're telling me you conquered all the gyms at Johto? Ha! Johto's gyms must be pretty pathetic then. Don't worry about it. I'll know if you're good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto Champ? Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Can we just tell Claire that Gary thinks she's pathetic? Just because I want to see Claire react to that. Because she'd probably bounce back at us and say it's our fault for looking so pathetic.
So yeah, you've only seen up to the first 3.
First 3, I did not see forever because I was working in a movie theater at that time. But skip forward, I actually did see the Return of Mewtwo movie. I don't know what it's actually called.
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
No, it's not.
Mewtwo Returns.
Mewtwo Returns. And it was a little made-for-TV movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, my worst favorite is Mewtwo Returns because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. For me, anyway. It's like, okay, you want to bring back Mewtwo, but you had to bring back all the other clone Pokemon, which hadn't been seen up until this point unless you saw the movie. It was like, okay, Mewtwo has an army, why isn't he just using it? And they also kind of still go along the lines of Mewtwo is thinks of himself as a trainer, which is an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants his Pokemon to be free, yet he has no problem battling with them. A little bit of a problem. My favorite is actually Pokemon the third movie. And
okay.
The main reason is because Linkara, Juwario, and Suede have sold me on it. It actually is really good when you consider some of the horror elements in the movie. It actually is a really kind of haunting story. So I have to say, like, I now appreciate the third movie a lot more than I did when I saw it the first time. So, and that, I think, was The Mystery of the Unknown.
Yeah. Or Mystery or Spell, I can't quite remember.
Spell
of the Unknown.
And that's why you know the unknown.
To know the unknown.
I think now maybe you two need to start watching the rest of them just to get a...
No.
No.
I'm already telling you it won't work.
How do you know?
I've seen pieces here and there of Jirachi Wishmaker and Destiny Deoxys. They didn't catch my eye at all. They made me change the channel.
That's because you watch probably the parts that you just don't choose to watch.
But then again, I mean, we've gone into this a couple of times. The Pokemon series is kind of hard for me to get into now. Not for you, it is for me, though. Mainly because of all the padding episodes. Holy crap, man. I am so done with anime padding. I was willing, like, and a lot of people were like, but you watch Dragon Ball Z! Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was my limit. After that, I can't deal with padding anymore.
Of course he missed! I had Alakazam right in my fingers, and then he missed with his rollout!
Just be thankful that the other part of that trope didn't fulfill itself, and Alakazam knows self-destruct.
But he already knows Psychic, so...
Yeah,
he pretty much nukes me anyway.
Bye, Rai.
At least I got some damage off of him. Alright, so least favorite movie is what?
Is
the
Mewtwo Returns.
And favorite is
the Spell of the Unknown.
Spell of the Unknown, okay.
Yes. Mainly because I've been sold on it now from the Linkara, Suede, and Juwario look into those movies. Sorry, Yezu Otaku, you did not sell me on Pokemon Forever. But I don't think she actually tried. Like, she even admitted in that review, it's bad, I get it. But here's the good things about it.
Fourth movie's kind of a blur now. I remember 1, 2, 3 better.
It involved time travel, that's all I remember.
Yeah. And a young Professor Oak. But he still sounded like this.
But there you go. Our favorite and our worst favorite movies. We have not seen everything. I guess you'd be the most recent because you saw Pokemon The Origin.
Yeah, which was not really a movie. It was a 4-part special.
The living Bulbapedia has seen more than us, obviously. And will probably... Can we guarantee that when you actually get to the other movies, you will review them?
Well, I have to finish up the last, I think 1 or 2 more left I have in my
I'll just point this out again because she missed the fine print in that sentence. Will you review them?
I could, but I don't think it would probably be anything.
Because we actually do get that question. Why isn't Andrea reviewing things?
She doesn't make... She's not a YouTube producer, people.
And on top of that, she's not interested in reviews or critique.
Pretty much.
But I think it actually would be an interesting idea for her to review the movies she's not seen. Because if there's anybody here who could do that, it would be her. She is the living, breathing Bulbapedia. Am I wrong about this? Can we get it? Can we get a guarantee that Andrea will at least... You don't have to go in depth. You don't have to say this is why I didn't like it. You'll at least just give a score or something. All right. There you go, guys. You got a score for the next 2 Pokemon movies. Take it for as long as you're going to get it. Because she ain't going to do it again. Now, here's going to blow your mind. We actually did get kind of a similar question to this. I think we've been asked it before, but Andrea was not here for it. Which is best and worst Pokemon series. So, when they say series, they mean the chunks. Alright?
Yeah.
Which one do you think was the better animated, the better storylines, everything like that? So, worst series for you, Alex?
I stick by the fact that I think Johto was the worst, because it felt way more padded than any of the others ever felt.
So you're saying all of them. So like Johto Journeys, what were the other ones?
Advanced Challenges later.
Advanced is Hoenn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Johto League Champions was one.
I just know them by the arcs, but if it's the Johto region, then it's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we were probably going to have arcs instead. So the worst is Johto. What's the best?
I'm not going to go for the obvious. Of course, the Kanto was the best. So I'd say, Hoenn picked... I think Hoenn really kind of rebounded it enough for me to at least watch that as the last go.
I will admit, the Hoenn series animation is better. And I do appreciate it for that.
Yeah, that's because by that point, they finally started going digital.
Yeah.
We're going digital. I did not mean to go for a Digimon pun there.
Oh man, I used to know that song inside and out, and now I don't know it. That's kind of a travesty for me.
Yeah, I mean, technically they were starting to use digital animation by like midway through Johto, but just in terms of...
So best for you is Hoenn, worst for you is Johto.
Yes.
But if you could throw in Kanto, would Kanto beat Hoenn for you?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just nostalgic talking, but...
Because you intentionally took out Kanto.
Yeah, if not Kanto, then the Orange Islands.
Okay.
Because even though the Orange Islands is essentially all filler, but it was good filler, I feel like.
Yeah, it was actually really good television at that point. Andrea, best arc and worst arc in the Pokemon series? Oh, my apologies. I forgot to press the rewind button.
Oh my... Well, it's kind of hard to judge right now until after seeing all of Black... Or, not Black and White,
all of
X and Y.
Judge based off of what you know.
But X and Y is still... No, never mind. It's not...
Well, I would say maybe...
X and Y isn't finished, so it doesn't count.
I would say... Best would be... Maybe... Oh, it's a tie between Sinnoh and Hoenn.
Wow, okay.
Because they're kind of both in the same... They're both kind of in the same...
Vein.
Thing, pretty much. Just because of how much is what's going on in each episode versus, like, if you have battles, you have... Contests. Which kind of... intertwine with,
That, and dare I say, they were probably the most girly girl of trainers Ash could be paired up with.
I'm not just saying it's just girly girls, but it seems like you get a lot of excitement versus... And I would say that the one that I would say that I did not. I wouldn't say I hate, but didn't say I like.
Again, she can't hate.
Would be,
We're gonna get comments on that too. Why can't you hate it, Andrea?
Would be Kanto.
Really?
Whoa!
And why is that?
Excuse me, I need to do a spit take. Adam's actually drinking a drink.
Like I said, I don't hate Kanto.
Now we need to get that on camera.
Kanto, I know that evolution has come way, has really improved along in the series.
So you're talking production values, so improved.
Probably, because it just seems like not very realistic at the beginning, even though.
Yeah, it's true. Kanto breaks a lot of.
At least the battles later on in each generation looks more on the edge of your seat.
More DBZ.
Yeah, there's
and it looks more realistic to me.
A lot more animation, a lot more production values, and probably a lot less rule breaking.
We are gonna get such hate on this part.
Oh well.
The original, she doesn't like the original.
You would ask me for my opinion?
It's her opinion.
I know, but I'm just saying, the comments are gonna come out going, "How can you not like Kanto?"
Well, I said, I mean...
Even I had to rule out Kanto just because nostalgia goggles.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, it's fun to go back and look.
Plus the gym battles are not that great.
It's true, the gym battles were pretty lackluster in Kanto.
Well, except for Blaine's. Blaine's was pretty cool.
Yeah, Blaine was about the best of it.
That's the only best of it, but it just seemed like... I know I get that Ash is just starting out as a trainer and, but the battles are just like, really?
Yeah. Okay,
majority of the trainers, the badges he tried to win were just kind of like not exactly what I
guess before we go to mine, let's go ahead and power up that Eternal Flame Shield battery because I think we're gonna need it. The original the Pokemon dictionary here does not like Kanto. That's gonna get some comments.
I know everybody likes the original.
Forlorn Hope, you might need to come in defense of Andrea. I don't know. You might. So my best and worst. I'm only as far as Hoenn, so I can't really judge Sinnoh, and I can't judge
Unova or
Unova
or Kalos,
which I guess try to adopt more of the storylines within the games. Because there are overlapping characters from it. Like, what's her name from Gen 5? Blanche or something?
Who?
The trainer that is, like, inferior, and eventually, like, her dad tries to get her to stop.
Oh, Bianca.
Bianca. Because they eventually make their appearances in those series. So the worst for me...
Extreme Speed!
The worst for me, I would have to agree with Alex. Johto had way too much filler. And it drove me nuts, because there's only so many times I'm willing to justify Ash, Misty, and Brock conveniently got lost. And those arcs were always the hardest to watch, and especially the gym battles. The gym battles were probably some of the worst gym battles, in my opinion, in the series history. The best... So here's what I'm going to do. Because I agree with Andrea to some extent. The animation quality upped the fighting quality, which I appreciate, because that is kind of my issue with Kanto as well. The battles were kind of dinky and filled with speed lines and all that, and it was stupid. But I do like the fact that later battles have been way more DBZ-esque. They've actually had punches and kicks flying, and that makes sense to me. My best, however, I have to turn the nostalgia goggles on, and it has to be Kanto.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of that just has to do with, that's when I got in, that's when I loved the series, that's when I was the most intrigued, and also nothing will ever beat the Charizard versus Magmar fight, to me. That was really well animated, and actually felt like a DBZ kind of struggle. So... there you go. I like nostalgia goggles or no, I like Kanto for what it did. And I also love the fact that still to this day, we don't know everything about the Kanto season. There's still episode ideas that get leaked every now and then that are always intriguing to me. And be like, Just because Electric Soldier Porygon didn't work doesn't mean you shouldn't do a Porygon episode. Kind of thing. Because it feels like you're literally leaving one of the 151 out. Because of that episode. And I agree with you, Alex. It was Pikachu's fault, not Porygon.
It really was.
It really was. So...
Well, I guess depending on how much time left we have this video, I would say, you know... We would have to discuss on which one was the best battle.
What do you mean?
You mean in Kanto or overall?
Or overall.
I couldn't make a lot of that commentary because...
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't remember a lot of the gym battles, especially the ones in Poland that I've actually seen. And no, I'm not going to make the Gundam promise like I did on my channel and on Drak and Shadow of watching all the Pokemon. No, it can't happen, guys. I literally did everything I could to watch the series. I put games on in between. I did all that. I couldn't do it. And it's mainly because the episodes became so formulaic at a point that I could literally predict the plots. And I hate it when I can predict the plots. That tells me there's not a good plot in the episode.
And finally, Leader Blue was defeated. What? How the heck did I lose to you? Alright, here, take this. It's the Earth Badge. Hero, receive the Earth Badge!
Technically, you could say this is a bit of an oxymoron, because while we say we hate filler, we filled this episode with nothing but filler.
It's just really sad, though, that, you know... In the Indigo season, that Ash didn't even get to challenge Giovanni. He got to challenge the Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Which, in turn, Yellow got changed to Jesse and James as the trainers, right?
Well, we still got to fight Giovanni.
Yeah, we did.
We just fought Jesse and James in addition, because they wanted to make little nods to the anime. In fact, one thing I didn't even know until now, Giselle actually makes, from the School of Hard Knocks episode, she actually appears in Pokemon Yellow, too, with a Cubone.
That's true. She does indeed. But we will have to wait until next time to discuss more of this stuff. But with 8 badges, there's not really much to go. We have 8 badges, right?
Yep. And next time we're going to go do more stuff. Because there's still more stuff to do in the Legendary Kanto League. Or I should... Well, yeah, Kanto